My sister, she was born deaf, and as a family throughout my childhood we've been going to visit the audiologist a lot, so essentially it felt like my second home, and it felt quite natural that I go into the profession. So when I grew up I was quite musical, and my sister, being deaf, she didn't have that much access to music and other people out there who have hearing loss and have hearing aids who don't quite get this sort of experience, and it really struck a chord in me to enter this field and make a difference. I went to several different universities for open days, including the University of Southampton, and one feeling I got from Southampton, which I didn't really from other universities, was from the staff, the course, the facilities and the other students, was the feeling that this was the place for me. In the first year, you do 3 sets of 2 weeks, sort of taster placements, one in neurophysiology, one in ophthalmology, and one in audiology. In years 2 and 3, you do a total of 9 months, split roughly half and half in the summer and the spring. You have a list of placement centres which you can express a preference for, and the uni will organise and allocate and organise a placement centre for you. So across all 3 years, you have practical group sessions, which you will focus on procedures that will take place in the clinic, mainly in first year, and in second year you start to do more of the appointment-based practicals, combining all of the procedures together. And when you go to placement, that's when you actually apply it to your practice.
I am Alga's dedicated supervisor, so I'm there to help him if he needs me.
There's plenty of support. I have had a lot of support from all of the clinicians working here. All of them have helped me from the start and sort of left me to myself with sort of arm's length supervision as I've become more competent throughout the months.
Placements are important for students because that gives them an opportunity to develop their clinical skills within a clinical setting and with real-life patients.
You can learn as much of the theory as possible. It's not until you come to the clinic that you actually know what it's like to be working with real patients, with real difficulties. You never really learn to appreciate some of the emotional aspects of dealing with patients and how to adapt yourself to those aspects until you've actually faced it firsthand.
On the clinic, I'm there in the room mostly with Alga, and he can just ask me if he has any questions or if he needs me for anything. I'm always there to help him.
At the University of Southampton, all my course mates, even among all the staff, we do feel as part of one team, sort of like a small family in a way, and that also carries over to placement. I do not ever feel like I'm just a student who's with them for a period of time. I do feel like I'm actually working alongside them. The main things that I've taken away from placement, not necessarily related to audiology, is just being an adult, really. Being in university, you still feel very much as a student. You haven't quite left the system of education. Being on placement has really changed that for me and has really helped me understand and prepare myself to be an audiologist in the future.